it's Teresa from SmokingHotCigarChick.com. Today I'm here with Ken Jacobs, owner of Santa Barbara Cigar Shop here in Houston. And Ken, thank you for being with us here today.
It's a pleasure.
Now what I want to ask you, and I get this a lot from especially my women followers, is why would a woman want to smoke a cigar? Where's the attraction?
Well, I assume most women enjoy food, wine, all the things that most men like. There's really no intrinsic reason why a woman can't enjoy tasting a cigar. There are a lot of myths about what cigars are that put them off, and it's a sort of a private men's club, but and it really doesn't seem fair that half the population is shut out from this pleasure that men are able to enjoy.
I would agree with you, absolutely. Especially with the food and the taste. I mean, if you can appreciate and taste your food and wine, I think you would especially be able to appreciate a fine cigar.
In my experience and how long the store's been open, Teresa is one of the first people that's joined the private club and enjoys cigars, and is probably at this point as knowledgeable as a lot of the men in here.
Well, thank you. And I enjoy coming to the private lounge too. It's just nice to be able to relax, no egos, just great conversation, a room filled with smoke and flavor, and it's just a fantastic place to be.
It's great.
Is it okay to walk into a cigar shop and know absolutely nothing whatsoever?
I'll let you in on a little secret. I would say about 50–60% of the men that come in the store say the same thing. As long as the store's amenable to that. If I have a group of 20 guys sitting in here eyeballing the customer who comes in who wants to ask that question, they'll be hesitant to embarrass themselves or what they think embarrasses themselves. But in the privacy, with the tobacconist in the store, generally I'll get a lot of men or young men asking and saying, I haven't smoked very much, I don't really know what I like, and that's why I'm here.
That's great.
And it's one of the many advantages of a brick and mortar cigar store is that you can have an interaction with somebody who does know and learn about this pleasure that we all enjoy without that embarrassment of having to. Now, there are some venues where you would be embarrassed to ask. As I say, there are some places where you feel like you've walked into a private sanctorum of aficionados, and you feel very embarrassed. On the other hand, that embarrassment probably is in the mind of that customer because it's a real fraternal group of people, and everybody at one time or another is in any endeavor has been a beginner.
Absolutely. And
had to learn from someone else. It's sort of similar to going out on the golf course for the first time. It's one of the most frustrating and embarrassing things you can ever go through, but there's not a single golfer out there who didn't have to go through that at one time or another.
And I would think, people are more than happy to help you too along the way, right?
Well, yeah, as I said, it's very fraternal, and nothing pleases a cigar smoker more in a way than taking one of his favorite cigars, turning someone else onto it, and then having them appreciate the same things that they did.
So let's say it's your first time in a cigar shop, or maybe you know a little bit about cigars, but it kind of stops there. What are the first things that you should start with or look for? What questions should he be asking?
Well, basically to let the tobacconist know, what your experiences have been so far. And not everybody that walks in has never smoked a cigar, but in frequent cases they've smoked whatever someone has handed them, or what they've bought just offhandedly at the local market or whatever. And the tobacconist usually wants to know, what are you used to? Is there any cigar that you really have liked in the past? Frequently they won't remember the name of a cigar, but they'll be able to tell you the color of the wrapper, how strong it was, how the size of the cigar and everything. From there, the tobacconist can go to various products which sort of match up to their experience and get them started not with a big shock of something brand new that they never tasted, but with something that's similar to what they've done before. And from there you go on that road of trying something slightly different size, slightly different color, and a little bit different taste blend, and you move from there. You may find that a smoker who's used to smoking nothing but mild cigars and never quite enjoyed it that well really has a palate for a stronger taste. and just never had the opportunity because he was, you know, hesitant to do that, or people never offered it to him, or never led him to run into that kind of cigar. So I can't stress enough that it's either the tobacconist or the fellow smokers in a friendly environment who will turn you on to different things, and then you just basically have to be honest about what you do like and you don't like.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with liking a milder cigar or a stronger cigar. It's just finding what you like, I think. That's
absolutely
what the experience is about.
Well, I'm not a shop, and there are not that many shops that carry absolutely everything under the sun, because there's something like 2,400, 2,500 different premium cigars on the market in the United States. Basically, any good store or any good shop tries to carry a range of price, taste blend, and variety in there so that you can pretty much give them something that comes close to that. That doesn't mean they're going to stick with that same blend forever. There are smokers who smoke the same cigar day in and day out, which was the habit 50 years ago for most cigar smokers. There's so much variety on the market now that it's rather, you know, you're cheating yourself by absolutely limiting just to that. There are different kinds of cigar smokers, just as there are different kinds of drinkers and eaters and anything else you can imagine. There are some people who just like to smoke the same thing day in and day out, you know, all day long. There's other people. We have one customer here who wants something different basically every day. It's the new experience, you know, within reason, the new experience always, even if it's a terrible cigar, at least it's something he'd never smoked before. So it runs the whole gamut.
Yeah, I think you find a lot of people, especially nowadays, they're becoming more open and exploring their tastes. I mean, with food, with wine, you see more shops opening all over. So I think cigars are a great place to explore and find out more about what your tastes and flavors are about.
Absolutely.